بالنسبة إليها سيكون طريقا مفروشا بالنجاح والشهرة، ولكن أيضا محفوفا بالخوف والخيانة.
At this time, not a lot was known about the atom. At first, people thought it was like a miniature solar system. There was a solid nucleus at the center, and electrons would spin around it, sort of like planets around our sun. A little later, some researchers proposed that the nucleus itself wasn't a solid chunk, but was made up of separate particles of protons and neutrons. But then, in what are called radioactive metals, things like radium and uranium, the nucleus itself seemed to be unstable, leaking out energy and particles. Perhaps this was an example of E equals mc squared, the mass of a nucleus turning into energy.
تعاون مايتنر وهاهن في فك أسرار الذرة بدأ بظروف غير متساوية، فقد قدم له مختبر، أما هي فأرغمت على العمل في مستودع للأخشاب.
I see you haven't set your hair on fire.
Hair?
The boss, he thinks that if he lets women into the chemistry institute, they'll set their hair on fire.
Oh, so his beard must be fireproof.
Good day, yeah. Good day.
You see, I am non-existent to this place. At least physicists recognize me for my abilities.
Yes, where would we chemists be without the steadying hand of the physicist?
It took years, but Lisa lost her shyness eventually. In 1912, she and Han moved to the brand new Kaiser Wilhelm Institute for Chemistry, where their status was really that of equals. Lisa became the first woman in Germany ever to have the title of professor.
Lisa, I muse. Remember the art student I told you of?
Yes, Edith.
Yes, well, I have asked her to marry me, and she has accepted.
Oh, Dr. Han, congratulations.
Yes, well, I wanted you to be the first to know.
I'm very pleased for you. Very pleased.
Lisa Meitner was warm-hearted by nature. She had many friends, and she may have wanted to have a closer relationship with Otto, but it really does seem that physics was Lisa's first love, maybe even her passion.
كانت العشرينيات والثلاثينيات السنوات الذهبية للبحوث النووية. أشهر نواة في تلك الفترة كانت نواة اليورانيوم التي تحتوي على 238 بروتونا ونيوترونا. كانت مايتنر وهاهن يتصدران المتسابقين حول معرفة إمكانية تشكيل نواة أكبر بإضافة مزيد من النيوترونات.
So, the atom, pretty familiar. Nucleus in the center, electrons orbiting around. The nucleus is our focus. The nucleus made up of protons and neutrons. Now, the largest nucleus that we know is that of the uranium atom. Its nucleus is a tightly packed structure of 238 protons and neutrons. The thrust of our work is to try to fire neutrons into this huge structure And if we can get a neutron to stick in here, it will be a breakthrough.
كانت مايتنر على وشك التوصل إلى اكتشاف كبير، لكن ألمانيا في الثلاثينيات كانت مكانا خطرا حتى على عالم من الدرجة الأولى.
The US endangers our institute.
When the Nazis came to power, one of the first things they did was to drive out Jewish academics from the universities. Einstein was very prominent, and for that reason he was one of the first to go. He was hounded out of Germany in 1933. Lisa was not dismissed at that time. She was able to stay because she was Austrian. But in March 1938, Austria was annexed into Germany, and at that point her situation became untenable.
What is it?
Frightening news.
What's happened?
Kurt Hess is going around saying that I should be got rid of.
I actually knew. I heard today I was going to speak to the treasurer of the institute before I told you. We'll speak to him tomorrow. Come on, let's get you home. It's late. We'll finish up.
كان الضغط على مايتنر لا يحتمل. هاهن الذي عرف بمعاداة الأفكار النازية بذل جهده لحمايتها من حيث المبدأ على الأقل.
I need to talk to you about Lisa.
Not now, I'm too busy. We have to protect her. How? What can we do? The situation is the way it is. Who knows what will happen next? She can't stay. It's just not tenable.
But she hasn't got a visa or even a valid passport. And she may soon be forbidden to leave Germany.
We can't harbor a Jew. If she stays, the regime will shut us all down.
Lisa. Orline demands that you leave.
You can't throw her out.
Orline says you should not come into the institute anymore.
Well, I have to write up there. It's all in radiation tomorrow, so I have to come in.
You've given up.
عندما تبين أن مايتنر قد تطرد أو تعتقل، راح الفيزيائيون في أنحاء أوروبا يدعونها لمؤتمرات مقدمين لها مبررات للخروج من ألمانيا. رفض النازيون السماح لها بالخروج. في تموز عام 38 ذهب أحد زملائها الهولنديين إلى برلين وهربها معه في قطار إلى هولندا. كانت الرحلة مرعبة إلى درجة أنها في لحظة ما توسلت إليه أن يعيدها، لكن على الرغم من الخطر المحدق تمكنت من العبور.